Hey everybody, just running some errands here in the LBC, my new home. Still feels new to me. We've been in this new place for about 2 months now, and we are still setting up some kind of aesthetic. Okay. Oh my goodness. Driving around here, people are constantly street parking, so you're always dodging cars that are stopped in the middle of the lane. I did have a subject, and this subject's about how transparent one should be who vlogs. Now, I don't know if what I do is vlogging. It's like I basically just record when I feel like it. It's not like I promise a specific time slot, a specific day to post videos. I'm in no way that organized and that into it. I just like making videos here and there when I have something on my mind. I get a lot of positivity from it, so let's do it when I have the time, and right now I'm running errands, so I might as well. I still not quite into, doing all these hauls and all that other stuff. I'll leave that to the girls who have more experience. I'm just simply just doing whatever. It's kind of like vlog anarchism. Just kind of figure it out as I go, I guess. So the subject I was thinking about, what's been on my mind lately, is how transparent one should or shouldn't be when they vlog. Because when you're being transparent, when you're vlogging, you want to share your life with people, with strangers, and kind of make friends online with other vloggers, YouTubers, viewers, so-and-so. And I see a lot of great connections being made. I've made connections to people I probably will never meet. But it's nice to have that camaraderie with people. So, in all that, in all these things, we're trying to give the viewer a picture, a little snippet of their everyday life in some way. What do you intentionally cut out? What do you edit out of your vlogging? And do you think that's honest? I'm not 100% sure right now about what my limitations are, because I'm a pretty open book, but there's been lots of changes, and just realized that I went to a place that was posted online as being my post office, and it's no longer here. So I'll get back to you in a minute. I gotta figure something out. No problem. I just had to drive to 2 different locations till I found a goddamn post office. Everywhere's shut down. I'm in the heart of the ghetto, northern Long Beach. Just gonna get out of here. Okay. On to my next errand, which I gotta go pick up my ring. I don't think I mentioned. I mentioned on the Adjusted Americans video that we are engaged, but I did not mention it on my own channel yet. But I got proposed to, and of course I accepted. Pretty fucking stoked about that. I didn't think I was gonna be there yet, but he asked, and I wasn't about to say no. Fucking A, man. This is like blind spot central. All I want to do is get out of here. Alright, so fucking challenge, man. Everything's a challenge today. The dogs need to eat, but I gotta go to the freaking mall and pick up my ring. Because here's the deal with my ring. So yeah. He basically, in our regular day, like, shopping experience, we were looking at rings just to look at rings, because, couples do shit like that. And he was asking, which he's been asking for a while, so it's not like a out of the ordinary for him to ask, like, so what kind of rings do you like, and stuff like that. So I told him that I was no longer into having that solitaire diamond, like, when it comes to wedding bands, and Lord knows I've been married a few times, so, like, I've been through the whole wedding band, whatever, engagement ring scenarios before, and I've just been more attracted to the look of a gemstone surrounded by crushed little diamonds, and kind of getting away from the blood diamond thing, just getting away from the tradition and what's expected, because I love to break molds. So I picked a nice gemstone, and I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. And it's not an engagement ring, but to me, I mean, I think it's beautiful. So he got that ring for me. He proposed to me at sunset, Laguna Beach. We went to 1,000 Steps, and I don't know, I had never heard of it, even though I was born and raised in SoCal. But anyway, it's what it is. It's 1,000 steps down to the beach. It's beautiful, and there's a cave in there against the cliff, and we went through the cave. It was low tide, so we were able to go through the cave and come out the other end. The other end was just this, like, rocky area with the water coming in, and you could see the sunset, and it was just magnificent. And he was insistent that I sit down on the rock, and I was like, I don't want to sit down, I'm fine like this. He's like, sit your ass down on this, and he put his flannel on the rock. He's like, there, it's not wet, sit down. I'm like, okay. So I sat my ass down, and he got down on his knee, and he said, I can't give you everything, but I can give you all that I am and all that I have. And will you marry me? And I'm like, yeah, of course. So I will be negatively judged for that, because I am not a virgin, and I have been married before a couple of times, and I've took a lot of wrong turns till I found him. And I believe that this is the man that I should have known since childhood. I feel like we've known each other since childhood. Our value systems and our experiences and everything, like, it's amazing we hadn't met. Anyways, so he got me a ring, and basically they only had one, and it was a size 7, and this thing is a size 3. I have child-sized fingers, and I'm very petite. So I took it to get it cut and fitted, and we both went together. He paid. They said it'll be a few days, blah, blah, blah. I get a call a few days later thinking, oh, it's them, my ring's ready. But no, they were telling me, oh, since your ring finger is so small, now it's going to cost you an extra $65. What business does that? They sized my finger at the time of drop-off. They said, okay, this ring is a size 7, you need a size 3, so no problem, we can do it. It's going to cost X. Can you pay it? Yes. Sign here. Okay, done. We'll call you when it's ready. Okay, it's all done. And then they call and say, oh, we're going to need 65 more because we decided in a couple of days we've had the ring that it's going to cost more. Because we had to do some precision laser cut or some stupid fucking shit like that. Don't you think they would have told me that at the time? I mean, this is a jeweler of all places. They should know this. So I said I wanted my ring back because I'd rather go to a different place and give them my business. that's going to be straight with me at the get-go. So, yeah, not happy about that at all. So I gotta go get my ring. That's what I'm doing now. And when they told me this, I said, I want my ring back. They said, oh, we send it out to a special place and it'll come in tomorrow. We'll get it for you tomorrow. So then I call the next day, which was the tomorrow, and they're, oh, we don't have it yet. And I'm like, okay, so you tell me to come get it and then you don't have it. When are you going to have it? And so today I called because they said it was coming in today, and they're like, oh, we don't have it yet. But please be patient because it's coming anytime. So then they finally called me a few hours later, about 4 hours after the time they told me it was going to be there, for sure, to say that it's finally there. Now, don't deal with Romano's Jewelers in Lakewood, at the Lakewood Mall, because they suck ass. I'm glad we didn't buy the ring there. Alright, so that's my rant on stupid business models. Now I'll get back to the original topic, which is how transparent should one be? Bloggers, that is. And I don't know, I think it should just be organic. That's my opinion on the matter. It should be organic. If in conversation with the audience, if you decide to talk about things that some may deem as inappropriate, like sex and stuff like that, I think people get a feel for each YouTuber and what their personalities are, their values, belief systems, and so on and so forth. So if you don't like a particular personality type, then you can move on to another channel. My personality type is kind of a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I very much an anarchist in most things. I don't really pay attention to arbitrary laws and rules. I do my own thing as long as I'm not hurting anyone. I think people should mind their own business, and I mind my business of other people. And I think everything should be voluntary. And I think I break the law a couple times a day. I think everybody does. Even, good people break laws, because laws are just freaking stupid. And I don't respect authority. I really do not. I don't. I never will. It's just the way I am. It's just in me. I'm not into fucking bowing down for bullshit. I'm not about one human being has precedence over me and can tell me how to live my life. This is another reason why I don't vote, and I think it's bullshit. So, with all that said, that is my personality type, and if you disagree and you think I am a sinful, pitiful human being because I don't respect the authority, and I don't worship a flag, and I don't worship gods or God or whatever, fill in the blank, whatever it is that is your belief system, because my belief system is different, and that bothers you, then by all means, you do what you gotta do. And I'll do what I gotta do. And I follow all kinds of people. Everybody's different. I follow all kinds of people. I love to peek into the lives of people. I follow this one guy, Hashnazi. So different than me. He's not a vegan. We both love guns. He has a healthy respect for laws to an extent. A small government guy. I'm a no government girl. He's a small government guy. So you can kind of make the correlations in some things, and then some things you're like, whoa, you're so different. But I dig watching his life. Like, I just think it's fucking interesting. People like that. There's others. There's a lot of other people that I watch. I don't watch TV. I don't have cable. I don't miss it. So when my big TV goes on, it's really just to watch YouTube. That's all I do. I connect with other people. I leave a lot of comments. I'm like a comment person. And I'm nice to people. And, you know, we do all right. Like, sometimes I will engage the trolls. I think it's hilarious how some trolls, they try to come off as extremely mean and assertive and this is how it's gonna be, you cunt. And I think it's funny that people think they can have that authority over other people online. Like, what are you gonna do? Come through the fucking monitor and hurt me? Like, it's hilarious. And because a fucking mostly faceless avatar people are going to call me names and make fun of my body parts and whatnot, and that's supposed to make me crumble or something. I think that's supposed to make me crumble. If anything, it just makes me kind of laugh, and I go to Dare, and I'm just like, look at this guy right here. Isn't this hilarious? And we just pretty much laugh. We laugh at you guys who hate us. It's pretty funny. And the more I do these videos, these like vlog type videos, not the sit downs, but the vlog types, you know, shit about me is going to eventually come out. Just everyday things, you know, how I live, what I think. It just comes out organically. I'm not going to censor myself. I may lose some people. I may gain some people. Who knows? It just is what it is. I like to document these things because I want to be able to look back at them later. I mean, when I was a kid, we didn't have this. So all I have is my memories, and God knows my memory is terrible. I have Meniere's disease. It gives you a foggy brain. That's part of the side effects of having Meniere's disease, which is an inner ear issue. I'm slowly going deaf. So I can hear. It's just depends on the deepness of the voice. If it's a real deep voice, it's hard for me to articulate the sounds separate to figure out words half the time, so it sounds like mumble. High pitches I hear better, but everything's canceled out with background noise. If there is a conversation going on in the background and we're sitting at a restaurant and somebody's talking in a deep voice, kind of low, I'm not going to hear you. So with that, with the memory loss and the deafness that's happening to me, it would be cool to just have like something visual I can look at. I doubt I'll ever go completely deaf. I'll have issues forever and they'll just kind of get worse. But I think I'll still have some form of hearing capabilities. I'm okay with that, you know. It is what it is. I've learned to just accept my fate at this point. It's not a death sentence, and it could be worse. I could be like that poor Jen Journey. I don't really understand the online stuff going on with that. She cannot have surgery to remove the massive tumor on her breast that is now covering her entire breast. Like, her breast doesn't look like it almost looks like some crazy, like, it's just, I'm not used to seeing cancer on the outside to that magnitude. I'm used to cancer being an invisible thing in the inside for the most part. And it's not skin cancer either. She has breast cancer. It's just fucking, that shit is serious, man. I feel for her. And we did a live stream about her, hoping to get her message out. She wants to do some sort of Gerson therapy, which is like a plant-based thing. She wants to do that, and people take it upon themselves to say, hey, that's not cool with me, because you should be doing conventional medicine, therefore you should not go. You're welcome. You should not give money to her. Well, like, what the fuck, man? That's not cool. That's not cool at all. I think that giving her money, once you give that money, it is no longer yours to decide where it goes. She simply wants to give it one last shot before she dies. She knows she's dying. That's the thing, and she is scared, and I don't blame her. I have empathy for this woman. She just wants to fucking live, and her mother died fighting the same disease. Her mother apparently gave zero shits about her health. Even when she was fighting cancer, she was fighting it with processed food and smoking still. Not this woman. This woman, seriously, she's been vegan for 2.5 years. She's been dealing with this for quite a while. And it's out of control, and there's really nothing they could do. And she says she wouldn't anyway. She wouldn't want to do surgery. Who am I to judge her for not wanting to have surgery and chemo? If you research chemo, I mean, most people who are, who follow, my little tiny channel are the same kind of people that don't buy into big pharma and conventional allopaths. So it's understandable that we are pretty much like-minded in that we're like, ooh, no, vaccines, ooh, no, surgery, can't, chemo, ooh, no way, fuck no. That's like a normal thing. So, I don't know, and just the bottom line is some people out there are saying it's not vegan if you give her money because she's going to go to this Gerson therapy place in Mexico or whatever, and therefore you're supporting something that isn't proven to cure cancer. I don't see it that way. I'm not for nor against Gerson therapy. I'm not, because I don't have cancer, and it's not my life to decide. She's a grown woman who needs help. She has no family and no money, and she cannot work. If you see that video, it's dated November 9th, I think, or it's titled November 9th. If you watch that video, you will see that this is it for her. This is her last attempt to do something that might change things around for her. And if Gerson therapy is something she wants to look into, I really don't see the harm in somebody already dying to, eat juices and raw veggies and stuff like that in an attempt to save herself. I don't see that as being non-vegan if you give to her for that. You give from your heart, and you don't get to decide where that money goes once you give it, knowing that this is what she wants to do. Like, don't give money then. But you don't have to make videos saying you're not a vegan if, and this woman is wrong for this and that. She's fucking dying. Have a little empathy. Like, the contrarians, like, there's room for every type, but the contrarians get fucking nuts over it, and it pisses me the fuck off. There's no empathy for her, and I feel like fucking pissed off about that. A natural vegan is the main culprit. Like, I fucking like a lot of what she has to say, but when it comes to stuff like this, like, she's always trying to go against the grain in a kind of stupid way. Like, I think GMOs are fine. You should eat GMOs, and vaccines are great, and I got my flu shot. And these are all the things she tries to be so contrarian to the vegan lifestyle. But it's like, why do you insist on trying to be so epic? It's, oh no, I don't understand. It makes me a little pissy. I went way off the rails with that. Yeah, so that was weird. Okay. I guess I'm gonna go because I'm gonna try to get into this stupid mall. Anyway, hi! I haven't even looked at you guys the whole time. It'll be dark by the time I get out, so I think I should just end this now, but how transparent is keeping it real as a vlogger on YouTube? That is my question. My answer is, I don't know. We'll find out in the coming weeks and months as my life exposes itself or whatever. Anyways, I'll see ya all next time.